Chapter 1 The Meeting. Gazing upon the dark gray skyline of downtown Manhattan, I take a sip from the half-empty glass of warm milk in my hands. I've been awake for the last 2 hours and I'm standing on the balcony of my 60th floor penthouse. From this height, I see tiny lights blinking from the streets below, where a couple of cars are making up light traffic on the highway. Morning is almost upon us and I still can't sleep. Drinking milk sometimes helps, but most of the time, it doesn't. Pills don't affect me anymore. It's as if I'm doomed to sleep for only a few hours and then relive terrifying memories of my pathetic existence. What keeps me up at night are the nightmares. They've been haunting me for so long, things that have happened and things that were ought to happen back then. I can never run away from my miserable life. I've been through it all, the therapists, the help groups, all people that were supposed to help me with my problems I unload onto them, but all efforts have been fruitless. Why? Because who I am and what I do can't be changed, and I freaking love what I do. Sick would be the best word to describe me, both literally and metaphorically. I have what my therapists call anger management problems, and my way of channeling this anger is, to say the least, cruel. I'm violent and I have a bad temper. Now that's just about the worst personality concoction, isn't it? Beating people to a pulp gives me a feeling that I relish. It's a drug of my own invention, and like any drug, I'm addicted to it. The only people that I manage to keep my anger in check with are my family, my staff, and my business associates. That is, unless they gloriously mess up, but thankfully they rarely do. Everyone else, I would gladly beat them up if they ticked me off. You set me on fire and I'll make sure you don't move a muscle for the next couple weeks. Attempting to distract myself from the sullen thoughts, I head inside to put the glass in the kitchen sink. I don't really like warm drinks, apart from the black coffee, black like your soul, Chase. After looking at the clock, I realize that it's already 4 a.m. I decide to return to my room and take a shower. The coldness of the water will help me awake, but then again, I've always been able to function without sleep. A faint reflection paints on the glass walls of the bathroom as I pace inside. Stark naked is a tall, tan girl with long raven tresses, her face pale and her eyes the color of the night sky, deep and black. Her eyes hold secrets of monsters and demons, the very same eyes that she uses to hide everything behind, giving nothing away. I still can't believe that it's me that I'm seeing. After what happened to me in my life, I found it very hard to believe that I'd be able to look like this. People always make me an example that even though I've been through a lot, I've never ignored taking care of my body. Like a fruit rotting on the inside, you're only good for the eyes, Chase. After the shower, I quickly slip on a loose white cotton shirt and shorts before sauntering out of my room to the slate-colored great room where my violin and grand piano are. I play both instruments, but the violin appears to be much more than the piano. I pick it up and start playing. An hour passes, and before I knew it, I quickly became lost in my own bubble. This is my escape from reality. Music. It's where I feel that all outside events are just white noise. It's where everything is alright, and the only way I can express all my frustration. Music isn't your only outlet, is it, Chase? Well, maybe not music, but right now, no one has gotten on my bad side. Yet. Just when I'm almost finished with the song, Denise pops in a doorway. Denise! Denise has been my housemaid for 5 years. She probably knows more about me than my family does. She also happens to know how to ruin my good moments. Mrs. Chase, you have 2 meetings this morning. The first one is the contract signing of a construction company, and the second one is a rehearsal for your live telecast interview on a Good Morning America. Are you going to cancel any of the 2? She recites, apparently oblivious to the fact that she has interrupted me. I don't answer. I just glare at her. Heading back to my room, I go into the walk-in closet. I quickly change and throw on some lipstick. I normally put on some heavy foundation, but it could make me late, and I'm never late. Ever. I'm standing on the foyer again, this time clad in a red-hot pantsuit and matching red heels. Ma'am, Denise squeaks, tugging nervously at the hem of her skirt. Yes, I answered in a mildly annoyed tone. I'm sorry for what I did. She looked scared, terrified even. Don't apologize for that. At least it was important. I try my best to hide my annoyance, but fail. I'm sorry. It's just that I must have disturbed you. Mrs. Lamonte was very insistent that I remind you of the contract the instant you awoke. I just stare at her. Didn't I just order her not to apologize? And since I heard music, It's fine. I've already told you. I don't need an explanation for your lack of common decency. My voice isn't as stern as I reply sarcastically. I'm pissed at how she ignored my order. I'm really sorry, ma'am. Her voice breaks as if she has just disturbed a hive of angry wasps. I said it's fine, I snap at her. She's getting on my nerves. Apparently everyone is. She quickly heads back to the door and exits. You really should go easy on her, Chase. Denise has been here ever since the beginning, when you started the company. I turn back and see Victor standing beside the Piesta statue near the dining room. Life's not easy, so why bother, I state. I'm not very good at giving nothing but sternness away. Life is short, too. It must be dealt with positivity. He smiles, a smirk on his face. His cliché quirks are getting brighter by the minute, so I offer an impassive look. Get the Bentley ready. I need it in 15. I change the topic before he can pull out more quotes about optimism.